right, show started. We'll figure it out.
And you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. So grab a drink, park your ass, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing.
I call it bass boat.
This is Aaron, the Retro Guy, host of the Morning Roast Radio Show, and you're locked in to the So Smoking Gooder Show. Give it to them, fellas.
I call it bass boat. Call it bass boat. Bass boating? Have you ever seen a bass boat go down the water and everything like that?
Oh, and he nailed it. Oh, shit. Hashtag bass boat.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box.
Can't stamp it.
Hey, what's up? I'm Cosmo, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. So grab a drink, park your ass, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing.
What's going on, everyone? This is Carlos Calzada from Smoking Nose Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Toma!
My name's Greg Minotti with Drop Time Smoke, and you are watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
Are you ready to turn up the heat?
1. Let's go!
Because you've just tuned in to the one and only So Smoking Gooder Show. We're coming to you live from Bullhorn Barbecue headquarters in Cypress, Texas. This is the show where we talk all things barbecue and brews, and you better believe we're here to have a good time. Get ready for the man who knows barbecue like the back of his hand, the guy who can tell you the difference between an IPA and a stout blindfolded, and the life of every party, your barbecue pitmaster and the host with the most, Rob Arocha. Whether you're part of the Gooder Gang or just here for the special guests, barbecue competition updates, or maybe even to rate some boxes, strap in, fire up those smokers, and crack open a cold one, because the So Smoking Gooder Show starts now.
Yes, what is up, you fine and beautiful barbecue people, the Gooder Gang? Welcome to the show. You guys know what time it is. It's a little after 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, May the 22nd. Already down. We're already at the end of the year already. What is up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. Hope you're safe. I know there's some weather coming through, maybe Austin area, somewhere in there, but man, welcome to the show. We're going to have a fun and lively one. We're going to be traveling across the country as our co-host, Mr. Eddy Morales with the Pitfather Barbecue, is in Lebanon, Tennessee for the big KCBS Invitational. We will check in with him in just a moment. I know, right? Ooh, yes. Yes, Eddy is already in Lebanon. He made the trek at like 1 a.m. this morning. We'll talk to him in just a minute. But, man, thank you guys for tuning in already. Got a few of y'all winding in and coming in. I appreciate that. I am your host, like that nice little gentleman said. And I still don't know about IPAs and all of that, but we'll figure it out together as the Gooder Gang. But we're going to have a great show. Again, we're going to have Eddy Morales coming in from Lebanon, Tennessee. And later in the show, about down at the half hour, 8:30 or so, we'll have Mr. Dustin Stanley with the barbecue store in Hempstead. Lots going on with him. So we'll talk to Dustin and see what's new with the barbecue store and keep you guys keyed in on what's new at the barbecue store in Hempstead. All right, well, now's the time. Let's bring our co-host in. This is live TV, people. Live internet, fake internet TV. So we'll see. We have not tested this. He just got on right now. Aaron Leslie's in the house. What's up, bitches? Eddy, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
All right. A professional already. Week 5. A professional. Tell us about your trip, man. How are things out in Lebanon, Tennessee, my man?
Man, it was good. I left around 1 a.m. and man, I hauled ass the whole way, 13 hours. Made about 14 hours. I've made a couple stops, but man, I hit a little bit of storm and then got here, set up, and then we got storm here. So everybody kind of hunkered down in the little pavilion they have here. Everybody parked their trucks underneath because we're supposed to get hell, but it wasn't too bad.
So 14 hours total. What did Google Maps say when you mapped it out?
Man, it was supposed to be 12 hours and 50 minutes.
Yeah, that's without stopping.
So
that's just
13 hours without stopping, but gotta get fuel and walk around the trailer a little bit. Kind of loosen up the muscles.
All right, you feeling comfortable? Who made the trek with you?
I by myself.
Oh, no Lisa there this weekend, huh?
Black Rifle, coffee, Copenhagen, and some pork rinds.
Did you enjoy that? I actually don't mind those long trips by yourself. Are you still friendly with yourself?
Man, it was good up until like the last 2 hours. I was like, all right, I need to get there. I mean, I was cruising most of the time, getting 70, 75, and then once I hit the last 2 hours, man, I booked it 85, 90. I just wanted to get there. So,
all right, here's a good question. Here's a good question.
Not too bad.
You and I had about 2 or 3 conversations today. Who else did you talk to on your long ass trip by yourself?
I talked to you.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to Phil. I talked to Fred. I talked to Bill. I talked to Josh.
Damn.
So, I got lonely. So I talked to my wife, obviously,
Right.
But that was good. It wasn't bad at all.
PG-13. I guess that was because are you still friendly with you? Are you still friendly with yourself? He's going on there. Speaking of Caesar Mejia is checking in. Let's give some shout outs to the Gooder Gang while you get settled in. You have some special guests. I didn't even announce that, so we'll talk to you in just a second.
We'll bring him in a surprise guest.
All right, surprise guest from the KCBS Invitational in Lebanon, Tennessee. But let's give some shout outs. I know Ty's going to be rolling in here. There he is right there. Daddy Dutch Barbecue. Kent checking in first in. Good evening, gang. Carlos Calzada. Good evening, gang. Hope all is well. Watching from Orlando. All right, the Dude Barbecue. What is going on? What's up, Gooder Gang? Wise Bros Barbecue. Evening, everybody. That oil money. What's up? Yep. Eddy, what's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Nicho checking in. Good evening, Gooder Gang. Who else we got? Smoking Magic. Bree's watching. What's up? What did she say? Put that one back up. I didn't get to read that one. What's up, Gooder Gang? Let's go. Yes, let's go. All right. I saw Jared McCrory. Evening, everybody. Are you still in Carlsbad, Jared? ChickN Bark, play the clip. Yeah, we got a new ChickN Bark with Arnie Segovia. It's going to be a good one. Ricardo Nieto, killing it. What's up, Gooder Gang? Oh, there's my boy Brian, Hotshot BDP. What's up, peeps? Matt Casper, Rat Sack Barbecue. I think you won something, didn't you? I think I got your name written down. What's up? Good evening. How are you? Welcome to the show. Bobby Delgado. What is up, Gooder Gang? Who won that drum, Bobby? Brandon Perriman. Good evening, Gooder Gang. My man, Dustin Stanley. Yes, Dustin will be on. Judge Webb. What is going on? How are you? Armando de Luna from Los Milagros. Roy Austin. What is going on? That's the better half of ChickN Bark. I'll tell you later. That is Chase or Chance. I always can't remember. Larry Vaughn, Senior, afternoon from South Jersey, I'm sure. Carl Davis, hello, Gooder Gang. What's up, Carl? Yes, I can. All right, I like the hands there. Todd Ganeth, welcome to the show. Eric Arnold, hey, Rob and Eddie, and everybody watching. What's going on? Louis Gonzalez, que paso, hermanos? What's up, Bubba? How are you? Carlos again. There we go. That intro, though. Yeah, all right. Are we there? There he is, Cesar Mejia. I need a cook-off in my life. Are you not doing cook-off? Uwe Braun, our favorite German barbecue pit master. Stephen Pfeiffer, LFG, Team LFG, if you don't know. Shane Leclerc, Aaron Leslie has a tramp stamp. Did we miss Aaron? He said, "What's up, bitches?" I saw that earlier. All right, there he is right there. Mr. Brownwater, a.k.a. Aaron, is here in the house. It's always good when Aaron is watching. All right, did you smoke a brisket on the way to Tennessee? I guess that's you, Eddie.
I should have.
I should have done it. Michelle Martinez, what is going on? What is up, guys? All right. Tom Fuentes, I got to see Tom. We both got to see Tom a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Chicken fried barbecue. Word.
There he is.
Sarah Joe, what's going on? Hey, Gooder Gang.
You know where Bill's cooking this weekend?
I don't know where he's cooking. He's with you.
He's not here.
Miguel Acosta, what is up, Gooder Gang? Smokey Mike's, what's going on? Little Gringo, what is up, guys? All right. Yeah, she corrected it. Gooder Gang, we know what you meant. Sean Trainer, that is bottoms up. What's up, good-ass gooders? Good-ass gooders. All right, Bobby Delgado. All right, Sam Freeze won the drum. All right, congratulations, Sam. Yeah, I like to see Gary Robertson. What's going on? All right, are we through those, Ty? All right, yes. Smash that share button. We're at 60K now. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button, please. I think it helps out the algorithm. We'll talk to Bill Purvis because he knows all about it. Maybe we're teasing something here in just a minute. All right, Eddie, you are in Lebanon. You ready to go?
Lebanon, Tennessee I'm ready. So we're at the KCBS Invitational.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, the first guy we'll bring on, man, he's sort of familiar with KCBS. I think he's done one or two.
All right.
He might have won one or two, actually. So let's bring on our first guest here.
Ty's going to have to get the banners in real time going right here. I don't even know who this first guest is. Who are we talking about?
So our first guest is Mr. Janky Leg.
Yes, my good buddy, Jordan Kirkpatrick. All right, Eddie, you're going to have to share.
How do we look here?
Y'all look great, but I couldn't hear him.
Oh, you can't hear him? Okay. Let me see if one of these things will work here.
Oh, we're gonna have a flashback.
Try that
PTSD. No, it's the one in your ear, Eddie, that's working. Y'all, you got to hold it like in between y'all, I guess.
Hear me?
I can hear you. That's fine. Now I can't hear Eddie, but that's fine. I don't want to hear Eddie. I want to hear you, bro.
All right.
Welcome back to the show, Jordan. How are you, my man?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
What's been up since the last time we talked to you? You've obviously we talked after you won the American Royal, and after the whole thing. But you've been doing well since then. You're the KCBS Team of the Year for 2023. How are things shaking up this year so far? It's still early on in the season, I guess. But how are you looking right now?
Man, we have this would be our I believe our third cook for the year. Man, we had a baby boy in March and been going through a pretty major home remodel. So
congratulations, man.
Thank you. Yeah, man, I have not been cooking, man. we're getting kind of into the swing of things now. I've cooked the last 2 weeks, so we'll see what happens, man.
Well, awesome, man. So you got 3 contests under your belt for this year.
Yep.
And when's the last one you did?
We cooked last week in Sevierville, Tennessee.
Okay. How'd you wind up there?
We finished 10th overall. We kind of slipped up on chicken. I've been practicing wings for the Jack here and there, just seeing about what could happen, and this one did not pay off.
Did you feel any rust?
No, man. I thought it was a pretty good cook. I was real happy. We ended up doing pretty well in ribs and brisket. I think we got like second rib, third brisket, but our chicken pretty well bit us, and then I think we finished like 12th or something in pork.
So after talking with you, I know you've been at it pretty hard for like 2-3 years now, 3 seasons, maybe 2 seasons.
We've been cooking for 6, but the last 3 seasons we've probably cooked over 25, 30.
So how does that feel? Just being here, we go. We're coming towards the end of May. How does it feel? Just not cooking as often. I'm in that boat right now. I'm not cooking like I was, going hard at it. But to me, I did feel a little rust the last time I was out. Eddy was watching me, and I was running around with my head cut off, and I felt like I wasn't even doing anything. I was just rolling around, just thinking I needed to be doing something. But you said you felt all right. But yeah, is there any challenges from going that hard to not cooking every weekend?
No, we cooked 44 last year, and even though it was it'd be a 5 months, 4.5 months or so, it felt pretty slick, just get back into it, kind of muscle memory took over. Yeah, man, just I'm fortunate, between Allie and my buddy Team Wolf that cooks with me, it went pretty good.
Well, good, man. That's awesome. So how you feel about this weekend? This is a big one, right? This is a world championship.
Yeah, it's a world championship, man. A lot of big boys here. Just seeing if we can put something decent in the box. Hopefully we can do one step better than we did last year. We reserved this last year, so hopefully we can maybe step up one place.
Nice. Yep. All right. So take yourself out of the equation. Who's your top 5? You want to give or top 3? Who you looking at?
Man, if I had to throw some people's name on it, obvious Brad Leiniger.
Mm-hmm.
And then Aaron Stauffer, he's cooking pretty solid.
Man meat.
He is.
Hey, Rob, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay. Yeah, you can ask questions. I can hear you. We can hear you.
Man, I'll go top 5. So Brad, Aaron Stauffer, Brad Cox is here. He was on my Mount Rushmore. Local Yokels. He will probably be the biggest sleeper here, I would say. Purvis, I would throw him in the mix.
He's cooking well.
He is cooking well. How are you cooking?
I'm retired.
He don't cook. He don't play pool, man. You're screwed. Man, I'm trying to think.
Eddy's our dark horse. Eddy's our dark horse on the show to go up there and sneak out one.
I'm not counting him out, man.
Hell no.
Man, I'm trying to think of number 5. There's a bunch.
What's up, Serge?
I'll tell you. You know what, Levi Stokes, he's cooking pretty well.
Yeah, Colorado Bulldog.
Yeah, he could throw in there. I'm all over the place. Triple H, Bill Hunt. I totally forgot. I was hoping he didn't show up.
There's so many. Like when we did the power rankings for KCBS, there's like and Chris Schaefer, which you didn't mention.
Schaefer. But hey, Triple H, this is Bill's Triple H he's probably hanging up there 1 or 2. He seems to know this area pretty well.
So coming into this cook-off.
Yep.
Do you feel any pressure or anything like that's like fuck? I have to do good because I am the KCBS team of the year.
I put pressure on myself every week. I feel like you wouldn't consider you want to win every contest.
Hey, Jordan, you messed with the mic. I can't hear you as well. Whatever you did.
Can't hear him.
Yeah, now we go. Wait, there we go. What about Eddy? Eddy, you say something.
Can you hear him talk?
So I think he pressed something and then like you or undo something, Eddy. Yeah, whatever he did. Now I can hear anything. Now I can hear you just fine. I can't hear him anymore. We might have just figured. Give him the other one back. Give him the other one back, Eddy.
These little things ain't working. Try this.
What's going on? I was just hearing you. I was just hearing. What are you working with, Eddy?
We got AirPods and we got these little microphones here.
That one's not helping at all. Give him back. Give him the AirPod. Oh God! Now I can't hear nothing.
Can you hear?
I can hear
me,
you.
right?
I can hear you.
Maybe we should get rid of the AirPods and just go straight.
Yeah, get off. Yeah, get up. Just go phone. Just go phone. We'll get this squared away. Live TV, people.
Yeah,
or fake internet television.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear both of you now. It's fine. There's no microphones. This works.
Added pressure. I don't know what you heard or not, but I think this contest, everyone just comes in here with top-notch meat. Everyone, they put their best meat is coming this weekend.
Absolutely.
But as far as added pressure, not really. I mean, we put pressure on ourselves every week to do well. You just put the pressure on it and say a little prayer to the barbecue gods and, hope it works out.
Yeah, I don't know that there's any more added pressure anymore because you guys, can y'all hear me now? Are y'all good now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know that it matters. I mean, we're all good cooks, right? You're in a parking lot full of anybody that can win. So, yeah, there's no added pressure, even though you are the reigning KCBS team of the year. Like Brad, he's got 7 right now. What kind of pressure does he feel he might have on? You don't know. So it's just go out there and cook and have a good time and see where it lies out because we all know you got to cook good and get lucky too.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think people expect you to do a certain?
I mean, everyone talks and everyone's going to, especially your buddies, they're all going to give you a hard time no matter what because they anticipate, they make it out like, oh, you should be up there, you should do this or whatever it may be. But, man, I think everyone here wants to win this thing and everyone here has the capability to win it. So, I mean, in hindsight, it's anyone's ball game.
Absolutely. Well, I don't want to keep you because we got a roll. We got somebody coming on at the bottom of the hour, but I know Eddy may have somebody lined up there. But Jordan, good luck, man. Best of luck to you, man. And I appreciate you coming back on the show. And we'll get you back on after you win this thing.
No problem, man.
All right. Now that we got the microphone situation handled,
It's better.
The next guy, man, he might know more about KCBS than most people. So he's been involved in a couple competitions, and he'll introduce himself. There you go, sir.
All
What's your name?
right.
Where are you from? What's up, Gooder Gang?
What is up? This is Eric Cantrell.
There we go.
Eric Cantrell. For those that know, I want to get Eric on his own show because Eric is a certified master judge, right? Did I say it in the correct order? KCBS certified master judge or master certified judge? How do you say it?
There you go.
Same thing. And not only, if you guys might recognize this face, he was at the CBA World Championships judging, helping us in the judging room for the CBA World Championships. So Eric has maybe.
I went
Eric,
on tonight a little incognito without my And so probably
Eric has he was wearing what do you call those hats? Straw hats besides, but
that's a mini sombrero.
not a sombrero, but so Eric has a unique perspective. He is a KCBS certified master judge, and he's also done a handful, maybe 2 or 3 of CBAs.
I have, about 5 of them down in Texas.
5 in Texas. All right, where are you from, Eric?
So right up the road, we put on a contest actually at this location called Smoke on the Shore. And so Jason Cole and I, we actually are part of the group that helped start the KCBS Invitational back when he was on the board. And so we actually pitched to KCBS to let us help them to host it here at our place. We feel as though we've got a great facility. This is where the Tennessee State Fair is located. So, plenty of power, plenty of water. We can throw probably 300 teams in here pretty close within 5 minutes to turn in. So we've got 150 roughly in here just on a little postage stamp footprint. Longest walk maybe about 2.5, 3 minutes. So we've run a barbecue contest or 2. So I think that it's going to be a lot of fun this weekend.
Nice. Eddie, can you bring the phone closer to you guys? Because that mic is not doing a damn thing. He don't need to hold it.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, much better. Much better. Yeah. So you like we mentioned, it was hard to hear what you were just saying. I know you're right up the road from there, but and you put on an event. But talk about your role this weekend at the KCBS Invitational. What's going on with you, Mr. Cantrell? What you got going on? You're are you running this thing? Are you
No,
judge?
KCBS is the organizer here, so we're just providing a little sweat equity for those folks, and we're helping get all the teams in, get the logistics done, so power, water out to all the folks. It's a little bit different with what we do here as all of the teams. We've probably got about 20 or so that are already in here on a Wednesday night. So we're helping them keep all of that stuff off of the folks from the KCBS office, let them focus on actually running the contest itself. And so that's kind of our standpoint. And then hopefully on Saturday and Sunday, I'll be inside there, eat some good barbecue, tell these guys how good they did.
So are you judging?
Yes, I am. I should be in on the inside there for both days.
Are you going to believe in comments?
I'm a firm believer in comments. I love to tell you, if I like it, if I didn't like it, because I'm a fan of what the definition of insanity is. If you do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. So if we got something that I feel is helpful that I can share with any of the teams, by all means, I'm going to give you something that would, in KCBS world, hopefully take your score from an 8 to a 9, because again, that's what we want. We want the best barbecue, and I know you guys want to give it to us.
So we were talking about we went to have dinner. We were talking about Rate My Box. Do you think Rate My Box is helping cooks come up with the better looking box or a better idea of what the judges are looking for?
Yeah. So one of the things I would encourage all of the folks that watch Rob's show to do is the people that are struggling in the appearance aspect, to send your boxes in. You've got a lot of boxes that are very beautiful that folks put in, and we know that those are killer. But for all of these people, and you guys give some tough love, and sometimes that's what that they need. But I would tell all of the people out there, don't be ashamed. As you guys say, you don't have to claim it. Just a little tips and tricks.
Yeah, we do, and the guys we're all our toughest critics. We say that all the time. We do give each other tough love, but man, it I think it helps. Once you, even if we're being like overly critical, or maybe a judge off the street's not going to notice something like that. But as long as you're able to help yourself and perfect what you got going on, because we're all trying to get that 9 or 10 in our case, right, to start off our day, right? You don't want to give away points, and so if you can do whatever you can to control and help that out, then go for it.
Those are the gimmies.
Those are the gimmies. They're not gimmies though. It feels like you can put a perfect box together and somebody is gonna whatever that may be. It's not so much certified judges, I feel, but guys off the street, ladies and gentlemen off the street. It's hard to please everybody. Like to say we're not a taco.
Well, and it's a little bit difficult with the different organizations because, again, you get people off the street, whereas in KCBS, they go through some training. And so it's hard for when people come off the street to give them that crash course into all the aspects of actually what a judge is. And so
you know, again, you guys have come a long way in CBA and all the other sanctioned bodies down there in Texas. So, you know, I'm a fan of barbecue in general.
Absolutely. Eric, you're a great resource for us as far as cooks, and you've done some promotion work. You've done all kinds of different things. So I definitely want to get you on back on your own show, because I have so many questions. I don't want to waste them here because we can't hear y'all as well as I want to. So whenever you get settled back in after this weekend, Eddy, get his number and everything. I think I have it too, but no. So we'll talk, and we'll get Eric on by himself, because he's got such a great, unique perspective. He's a certified judge, like we talked about in KCBS. He's also done 5, like you mentioned, CBAs. So there are some differences, and there may be not so much differences. So I'd like to pick his brain and have a deep conversation with Eric, because I know it'll help the Gooder Gang when we do that. So Eric, if you don't mind, I'd love to get you back on here within a month here, and we'll talk about differences and whatnot, man, and pick your brain.
I've done barbecue in 38 states, Rob. So, you know, my goal is to hit a contest in every state. So slowly checking them off.
You got Hawaii?
Hawaii, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Amazing contest.
Where's the most remote state?
Other than Hawaii, I've done all the New England states. I haven't done Alaska yet.
That's got to be one.
Contest up there, so I'll hit that one soon. North Dakota just had one that popped up for this year. So,
is there any states without a barbecue contest?
So, for us, North Dakota was the only one, and there was a contest that was held locally that is now sanctioned, and so KCBS is having a contest this year up there. So, another auto for the Jack. It's kind of like the Rhode Island contest that I know a lot of the CBA folks are going to do.
Awesome. Well, Eric, I don't want to, because our audio's bad, I want to get you back on your own show. I appreciate you coming on and taking a few minutes with us, man, and we'll see you real soon.
And you want some real guests like this next guy.
All right, we got one more, and then I promise everybody, Dustin Stanley. I think he's in the green room. He might be good to go.
I tested these at home, and they worked fine, and I guess they're not working now.
I don't know what it was. The audio pods were working great, but I think he pressed something, and it took away. It went back to you. So whatever it is, if we could figure that out, press it, I don't know. We got one more guest, and then we'll get to Dustin Stanley from the barbecue store. Everybody stick around here for that. We've got we got a great guest lined up for him, but we were having some difficulties getting Dustin on. Let's check something real quick. Dustin, can you hear me?
We're all in.
All right, and he's all sounding good. You're looking too relaxed, man.
It's been a long day.
All right, well, you got about 10 minutes, and then we'll get you on. All right, thank you. All right, everything's good. We got Dustin in great quality audio, so we'll be. Who else we got? Who we bringing on? Eh?
Can you hear me?
Yes, barely.
Can you hear me, Rob? Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine for whatever reason.
Well, I've got his earbud in.
Oh, okay.
I guess you can't. He just gave it to me just before, so
this actually works. Why don't Eddy snuggle up to Bill? And
because I got it in this. I got it in this ear. Me and Eddy can talk like this.
So, Bill Purvis, if I'm sure if the Gooder Gang were picking, thoroughbreds to win this thing, your name would be at the top of the list. How do you feel right now going into KCBS? It's still a different sandbox, but it's still the same kind of box, right?
It's still barbecue. It's just barbecue,
right?
So. And it's a little bit different on the tenderness game, but you got to be a little more cautious. You can't just overcook it and turn it in. So you do have to kind of, at least for me anyway. I do have to watch my tenderness a little bit, but at the end of the day, I'm just going to cook the normal stuff I cook. So,
and that's been working for you, my man. It's been you're having a hell of a season for you right now. How does this season feel like to last year when you hit 7, man? I don't know. I know that it feels like you're having a better season, but the chips aren't coming, right? Or maybe I'm talking wrong. Where are you at right now in chips? 5?
Man, I'm sitting on 4, but my last 5 cook-offs have been 3 RGCs, 2 GCs, and I think Bishop was 14th overall. So, but I feel really confident. Now I could get my ass handed to me. I mean, man, Bishop, there was 25 teams. I finished mid-pack. So, it is barbecue. Anything can happen, but I do feel confident. So
you should feel confident. I'm enjoying seeing what you're doing. So going in there, I asked Janky Leg, who were his top, and he mentioned you as a top 5 right now. And,
I think he mentioned me because I was standing next to him. You know what I mean? So
I don't know, bro. People have definitely taken notice of Chicken Fried, and it still amazes me because you're what, 5 years in? It's crazy.
Something like that. Yeah.
5 years sounds like a long time, but it's really not. A lot of guys have been in there 12, 13, 14 years. So it's fun to see. But how do you feel about Eddy, man? How do you feel about Eddy's chances?
Man, I think Eddy's going to have a great weekend. I really do. If Eddy if he'll just cook his cook,
right,
and do his thing like he normally does. And like I said, me and him went to dinner and, we're talking. Is you change anything? No, bro, just run your same stuff. That's all you need to do. Barbecue, good barbecue travels, and man, Eddy's a beast, and we all know that in Texas.
He's
and they're gonna find out this weekend. So
well, hopefully whoever you're talking to cares.
Me, I hear it.
Right. I think Eddy's gonna have a great weekend.
How many Texas teams are out there?
3 of us.
3.
Me, Eddy, and Chris Davis.
Chris Davis.
Rifled. He's not here yet. I think he hadn't made it in yet, but so me and Eddy are holding the fort down for Texas tonight.
All right, y'all are holding it down tonight. What's the final number do we expect out there at the Invitational?
I think they said the Invitational 110 teams, 110 teams.
Shit. Okay.
But I think there's probably 150, 160 teams here because they got a backyard division as well. An open.
And an open.
They have an
right?
open, and a lot of those backyard teams can cook the open, and I think even if they do well or win it, they don't lose their backyard card. Because I think if you're a backyard team and you grand a master series, you can no longer cook backyard. So some of those guys don't want to cook master series because they still enjoy cooking backyard events.
All right. So
but I think the open, they get a free pass. So if they
are you both cooking the open? I'm sure you traveled that far. You're going to do it, right?
Yeah,
nice.
We're both cooking the open and both cooking the Invitational.
So a big double.
Anybody can cook the open. Anybody can cook the open. But I think the Invitational, you need a grand or reserve, a KCBS grand or reserve to be able for the invite for it. So.
Well, I know the Gooder Gang, obviously everybody watches from around the country, but a lot of us are in Texas. So we hope you guys represent and do well, and I'm sure you guys will. And Bill, you're on a hell of a roll, my man, and I hope you continue to keep it going and show. It's fun for us when we see our friends and that we know and we compete against each and every week go into a different sandbox and still continue to do well. So what's going on with you, man? Bill, you got your own show now, but what else is going on with Chicken Fried? I know you.
We were at Memphis last week.
Right.
We were with Grant Pinkerton's team at Memphis, and man, he cooked an unbelievable hog. I mean, the whole hog category that Grant has done, it's unbelievable. The loin, the texture of the pork loin coming off that hog is just, man, it's nuts.
So it seemed like a different technique. He took the whole skin off the top and seasoned the meat. Is that what I saw? Yeah.
Yep. And he's been doing that the last couple of years, seasoning the top like that and cooking it the running. I think it's running style is what they call it.
Yeah, they call it running style.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's like I said, Grant knows what he's doing with that hog, and
absolutely.
I was really expecting a top 10, but it's barbecue,
Right.
So you gotta, like you said, you gotta cook good and hit the right tables, and man, I think we hit a tough table. So
yeah, it happens. You know that. Well,
yep.
Well, Bill, thank you for spending a couple minutes. I want to get Dustin in, and he's the guest
for sure
of the show. And he's
shout out to the barbecue store for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my man, Dustin. Hell yeah.
Go represent. Awesome. There's a question: how cold is it in Tennessee? Aaron Stauffer from Man Meat.
Man, for Texas, it was cold, but I think it's like in the 70s.
Yeah, we got some tornadoes coming through and shit like that. So.
Yeah.
Holy crap, Bill! How'd you make out? How'd your house make out this weekend?
Man, we were good. We lost power for less than 24 hours. So
all right.
shout out to your barbecue homie. He called me and texted me and asked if I needed. He knew I was in Memphis, and that's just barbecue, man. It's just a barbecue family. He knew I was in Memphis, and man, he called. Hey, if you need me to go help with a generator, or you need a generator for Vanessa or whatever, man, I'll be happy to run and drop one off. But
That's awesome. Shout out Danny Regan, man. Hell yeah, barbecue.
Man. Yeah, he's
Hell yeah.
solid. So, but luckily we got power back, like I said, pretty quick. And
You were kind of north of the stuff.
Magnolia.
Man, it was nuts. I've been in my home for 2 hurricanes. I've been here 18 years. I've stayed through a couple of hurricanes now. That was like a hurricane, but with no warning. Like we got a 10-minute warning. Like our phones rang and said, "Hey, there's destructive winds coming." And I looked up and I was like, I don't see anything, but it was coming, bro. It was crazy. It was like a hurricane, 100-mile-an-hour winds. And my parents were without power for 4.5 days. I was without power for 40 hours. It's crazy. So anyway, enough of us. Good luck, Bill.
Appreciate it. I'll give the earpiece back to Eddie. And,
all right. He'll listen.
Man, we'll see you guys back in Texas.
Absolutely, man. Bring something home.
Come on. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, there he was, Bill Purvis and Janky Leg and Eric Cantrell. Jordan Kirkpatrick is Janky Leg. All right, Eddie, can you assume co-host duties tonight?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ty. We can hear you now. You are ready to go. Ty, will you play the sponsor role? And I'm gonna go kick the tires real quick, and then we'll get Dustin Stanley with the barbecue store and Twisted Flames on here in just a second. Shout out to the supportive and outstanding sponsors. Rectag, Smokin' Magic, Cosmos Q Products, K&R Pipeline Services, Race Crew Drum Smokers, Barbecue 321 Podcast, Texas Oil Dust, LC Barbecue, Pinkerton, Texas Pit Barbecue, Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, War Pig Barbecue, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Chicken Fried Barbecue Grind, Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics, Texas Original Charcoal Products, Got Your Six Culture, We Branded Promotions, and the Barbecue Store in Hempstead. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin' Gooder Show. All right.
Man, I bought these little microphones, man, and I tested them at home, and man, they were working just fine. And I guess they didn't want to work in Tennessee; they only want to work in Texas. So,
well, I think you can only plug in one. So you had your AirPods on, right? And then,
even when I took these off, I was trying to just use these, and man, they still didn't work. So, sorry about that, Gooder Gang.
Is Man Meat going to? Is Aaron? Aaron, are you going to the KCBS Invitational?
Man, we were waiting on him for dinner, but I guess he didn't want to come have dinner with us, so he won't be here till tomorrow.
All right. Well, you know what happens. You know, it happens traveling, man. That's a lot of hours you guys are traveling. I appreciate it. Done it myself. It's what we do for barbecue. All right, Aaron, it says yes, Man Meat Barbecue. All right, let's bring on the man, the myth, the legend. I have some notes. I did look at this. Y'all just think I show up and do a show. No.
Well, you freestyled the last 3 guests, so that was good.
I did. I freestyled those guys. Didn't know. Eddie said I'm going to bring some people on. I don't know who or what it was. But we're talking about Dustin Stanley. He is the owner operator of the barbecue store. He is a part of a 2-man team, a husband and wife team of Twisted Flames. He is a hashtag barbecue hustle. We're going to bring that word into the barbecue vocabulary. Hashtag barbecue hustle. This guy, you look it up, you got Joey Machado from Texas Original Charcoal, and you got Dustin Stanley from the barbecue store in Hempstead. He is a barbecue competitor. He is a barbecue promoter. He is a barbecue supply owner. He is a barbecue. He owns a promotional with his wife, Julie Standley, a promotional guys that provide a lot of cool stuff for you to wear and so showcase your own team name. He's a barbecue pit master. He's a dad. He's a grandpa, and he is an all-around good guy, good dude. We're talking about Mr. Dustin Stanley from the barbecue store and Twisted Flames Barbecue. Dustin, are you still there? Can you hear me? Are you awake?
Wake up, Dustin. Wake up.
Wake up, bro. We got you back on. What happened? We had some technical issues. We got it all squared away, it looks like.
We're all square. We're good. Just trying to get everything to work together.
How did you make out in these storms we just talked about?
We fared pretty well. We lost power for, I guess, a couple hours at the shop. We lost it for probably 4 or 5 hours, and we took off, went and had dinner. And I think we gained power back at about midnight, 1 o'clock at our home, and then our daughter Lana didn't get power back until Saturday night. So other than that, we fared pretty well. We took a generator over to her, run a refrigerator and that type of stuff for her house, freezer and stuff. But she stayed at our shop and just kind of held the fort down there for 2 days until she got all of her electricity back. But I'm gonna tell you what, we've had a lot of devastation in this area. There's been line crews from every state and every part of every state up here, and we went to eat last Friday, man. There's 40 trucks down one road, and they're just steadily just working on line after line, poles, and I mean, just it's all snapped like twigs up here in our area.
Shout out to the linemen. I know James Powell posted something that he's out there working his butt off this week because of all the devastating storms we had roll through Houston. If you guys don't know, you guys are not in Houston, we had a hurricane force gale gush of wind. I think it started in Austin, Eddie, and then it ended in Florida, which they called it a derecho storm. News to me.
We didn't have much going down in Austin. So, well, I don't know.
It came through here, and it was we had in Cypress, we had about 90-mile-per-hour winds, in Spring Branch 120-mile-per-hour winds. It was crazy. It was nuts. And I don't know if you guys saw on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, they showed the Houston storms, but it went from light, dark. When you have cloudy, dark, it's about to rain. It's kind of dark. It's just not bright, obviously. But then it just went from that grayish color to just pitch black, man. It was crazy. And then the storms came through. And so, it was nuts. It was nuts, man. But we fared okay. Glad to hear you did as well, Dustin.
Yeah.
And you've had some floods happen at your other home, right?
Yeah. Our lake house, man. We've been underwater for probably 12, 14 days now. I looked on cameras today, and it's still up halfway in my yard. So from my back step to my boat dock is like 300 steps. So it's a good amount of water, and we have a steel cutout out at our water level. We have a steel cutout that we had in our gate at our ranch before we sold it. And it's a cowboy at the cross, and the top of the cross is like at 4 foot. And that cross was completely underwater out there on the waterfront. So,
man,
yeah. So it's slowly going down. Hopefully I can get up there in the next week or so and go check on septic system. Our septic system was underwater for the whole week. So we're going to see what it does. Hopefully we didn't burn up too much stuff, but we'll just, step back and punt and do what we can. It's nothing new. Mother Nature, you do what you can.
Absolutely. So I mentioned Barbecue Hustle, barbecue competitor, promoter, supply owner. Did you ever think barbecue would this be, such a big, part of your life right now?
Well, I've said it before to most. I started barbecue at a young age. I'm 52 and I started at 15. So I've been around the game for a long time, and I saw if it could change, I saw it change. And 6 years ago, the dream of a barbecue store where we're at now was just a dream. It was just a hobby, and right now it's a full-blown job. Our daughter Lana runs it for us, and she stays working 50 plus hours a week, and I'm stepping in when I can. And it's just a steady grind, but we're blessed to be where we're at. We've got a ton of solid support and good partners. We couldn't ask for anything else. The good Lord has blessed us well.
Absolutely. So a lot of people obviously watching this show know who the barbecue store is. Dustin Stanley, Julie Standley, Alana. All of you are big supporters of barbecue through your business, through your competitiveness, all of it. But for those that may be new to this show or watching for the first time, please introduce yourself and how can they find some of this badass stuff we're about to talk about.
Well, good deal. Well, my name's Dustin Stanley. I'm the founder of the barbecue store in Hempstead, Texas. I've been around barbecue for 37 years. My wife and I competed against each other for several years. She was a barrel racer when I first met her.
Did not know that. That's awesome.
She got off of barrel racing, pre-COVID, and we sold our ranch and bought our lake house. And she started in competition barbecue, and we were competing against each other. And then, through COVID and everything else, we just kind of came together as one team. Running CBAs. You're running an extra protein. Times were a little tighter, so we just kind of combined and didn't compete against each other, just compete with each other. I'm gonna tell you what, I wouldn't want to do the other way. There's days that both of us want to pull our hair out at each other, but I am 100% happy with having her on my team. It's just, we both work together really well. She cooks a couple proteins, I cook a couple proteins, and man, it is what it is, and we've done fairly well. So.
Well, I did send an invite to her. I didn't hear back, so hopefully maybe she can join us here in a little while. But Twisted Flames are definitely a team. We're going to touch on that at the end of this, but y'all guys are doing so well as well. Eddie, got anything you want to ask him at the moment before we get going here?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to ask how the Twisted Flames name came about. Because is it because y'all are both twisting y'all's flames together, or can you kind of touch on that? Or
it's a family show, bro. It's a family show.
Yeah, I mean, you're stepping out.
Man, both personalities, mixing in.
Now, I've had Fired Up Barbecue for probably 10, 12 years, maybe 14. She has been Spicy Racks for just the same amount of time. And, we went together, we just started looking around, and we started, looking at different words and things that went together. And I think it was Twisted Fire or something like that. And we put flames and fire together and came up with Twisted Flames. And, we put a logo together, and we were hot on CBA last year, working a lot of CBAs, running quite a few. I think we ran 16 straight and not a weekend off. And so then, just recently, if y'all follow me on social media, we just recently changed our logo a little bit and come out with a new logo. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, I think Ty will be able to find that if you search Dustin Stanley. I think you'll be able to find it. Is it on your page?
It's on my page. Yeah, it's on my page. And it's man, I'm an artist, and we do this art all the time for customers, and we tried working on it ourselves. And I just one night sent an invite to a guy that does some barbecue stuff, and told him what I was looking for. And about 2 or 3 attempts back and forth, he shot me something back, and I'm like, man, that's exactly what's in my head. I couldn't get there personally. And sometimes, you overwork it, and you got to stop, step back, and let somebody else take a look at it and give you something to look at. And I'm perfectly happy. Daryl Tracy, buddy of mine, is fixing to basically make us a rolling billboard on our toy hauler. So we've been running, matte black for a year plus, 2 years plus, I guess now. And so he's gonna put some graphics on it here in the next couple of weeks. So we just wanted to make sure our logo was what we wanted before we did that.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice. So let's talk about the barbecue store, man. Let's talk about the origins of the barbecue store. I've seen it grow from, maybe the beginning, I feel, to when you started off 290 or whatever. But can we talk about the origins of the barbecue store? How did this come about? How did this wind up something that you wanted to do and to support barbecue?
Yeah, it's the story's kind of started. I've been cooking for a long time. I've got my own rubs, and good friends with Robert Smith, and Robert has rubs out. And I was actually working an avenue to get my stuff in Academy, man, and got to working with all the legal stuff back and forth, and the money you make, and what you got to do, and shelf space and life space. And it just got to the point where I was like, man, I feel like I'm going to be doing a whole lot of work for not a lot of money. And I kind of stepped back, and I went to a cook-off. I actually went to the Hempstead Watermelon Festival, matter of fact, and I had grabbed a few seasonings, and I'm really, it was like pepper jelly and LC barbecue in a bag and a few other things. And, we were at the Watermelon Festival, and we had, I don't know, probably 24 to 30 rubs out there and glazes. And man, we sold a ton of it there just at the one cook-off. And I'm like, this might be something that could work, and so I actually called Robert Smith, and he came over to my house, and man, we went out by my pool, and we just sat down and chit-chatted about it. And he's like, you got something, let's get it going. And man, from day one, Robert, we bump heads every now and then, but I love that dude. He's always got my back. He talks about us and shares us. And, we're both of us are just strong-willed and strong-minded. So sometimes, that you seem to clash a little bit, but we always come back to the circle. It always comes back to circle, man. And it's with Robert. It's at the end of the conversation, a phone conversation. Is, man, love you, bud, and that's what it is. So, but that, that's really how it started. So that particular night, I jumped online and found the barbecuestore.com, and man, I bought it for like 10 years and started out. And I was in a buddy of mine. I was telling my buddy of mine, I was like, man, I got this ideal, and he's like, man, I got this place. He goes, I got the employees. How about you just set some stuff in there and let them run it? You just make sure it's got a price tag. So for like the first 2 years, that's what he did. And we started little bitty, 200, 300 square feet. And
wait, what year was this?
So Atlanta tells me it's 6 years ago. So, I mean, roll the math back up. It's 18, I guess.
Come on. Do it. There you go.
Yeah, somewhere 18.
There you go.
So we started roughly there, man. And I started out with some Traegers and, 20, 30 supplies. And, it was never that I needed it as a revenue. So it was always a hobby, right? So we were able to take every dollar and invest back in and invest back in and invest back in. And so up until a year and a half, my buddy moved into a bigger location. He goes, man, I got a little bit more bigger footprint for you. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. So he never would let me pay him a dime. He was just always, hey, let's see if we can make it work. And I mean, that's a true friend. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody just, there's no financial gain for him. And I had a conversation with Day, and we literally, the words out of his mouth, man, said, I fucking love it. You killing it over there, and but we after we got the bigger space, we just kept growing, and theoretically until the point we hired Atlanta a little over 4 years ago, it was, we didn't have any cost. It was just we'd had supplies, we sell supplies, we bought supplies, and then we kept doing that. And so just over time, man, and just a lot of social media advertisement and pushing, and be honest with you, our customers, our friends, our barbecue family, I couldn't do it without them. I mean, they literally make it where it's at today. And, we really appreciate the support and the dedication from those people just as much as we do. At the end of the day, I tell people, and I told somebody this yesterday, they called and asked me what the motto was. And I said, look, I'm never going to be a follower. My whole life, I've been a leader. I want to be in the front. I want to be edge cutting. I want to bring the best I can to the table. And my personal goal to all of my customers, all my friends, is to be out there and be the best that the barbecue store can be. I'm not worried about another location. I'm not worried about a bit of competition. I mean, in the back of your mind as business, you have to keep it that way. But at the end of the day, I want to make the barbecue store the best barbecue store that it can be, not compared to anybody else, and so that's kind of where I hang my hat. And we focus hard on customer service, hands down. That we will not do anything that is not customer service 100%.
That is what you guys are getting well known for, is your customer service. And I love seeing all the posts on social media. Go ahead, Eddy.
I've got some experience from them. I think I ordered some stuff once, and man, for some odd reason, it got left behind. And man, Dustin left the cook-off. I think it was in Waller. He left the cook-off, went to the store, picked up my order, and brought it back. And I was like, man, you didn't have to do that. And he was like, no, you ordered it, and it's your order, and I have to get it to you one way or another. So he left the cook-off, and I think he was prepping brisket or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but man, he stopped what he was doing, went and picked up the order, and brought it right back to me. So yeah, absolutely, customer service is definitely a great thing they're doing there. Yeah,
Gooder Gang. If you guys have some testimonials, put them in the comments. We'd love to share it with Dustin, because he doesn't see all of them. I'm sure he sees all of them that post out there, but not all of you guys get a chance to post each and every time. But if you're watching and you had some experience with the barbecue store in Hempstead, and they've helped you out, man, put it in the comments. We'd love to show Dustin the love, because he's a big supporter of small business, man. You are a small business, right? In the term small business, but you're supporting all of these entrepreneurs, that are doing rubs, right, and sauces and stuff. You know, we talk about like Bill Purvis. We just saw him a few minutes ago. LC Barbecue, Texas Oil Dust is in the comments. Not only to them, Kevin Hernandez, all these people that are coming out with rubs, they're small business people, right? And so you are supporting them by putting their product in a quality barbecue supply store, man. And it's a testament of you from starting this, like you mentioned back in the day. I have a funny story, and I think I told this on this show one time, but I went looking for the barbecue store before I really even knew you. I was like, all right, I got to go check out this barbecue store. And you were in the same spot you are now, but you had just I don't know, like a 10 by 10 space or whatever. And I walked through the doors. Everybody's been to the barbecue store. If you have been to the barbecue store, you see the big double doors, whatever, and you go and Alana's on the corner, on the counter on the right side. But back then, she wasn't there. And all the stuff on the left side wasn't there. And all the stuff all in that whole building wasn't there. I walked in, and I think it was like a truck outfitter shop at the time. And I was like, hey, I'm looking for the barbecue store. I was like, well, you just passed it. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, turn around. And it was like this one corner. You had this one corner in the store of the barbecue store. And now you have the entire store. So what a badass testament to what you guys are doing and your hashtag barbecue hustle and what you've been doing, man, because you're supporting a lot of awesome people out there trying to break a name for themselves out there by being who you are and whatnot. And your customer service, like everybody's mentioned right here, is top notch, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, and I want to be honest and say, I couldn't do it by myself. It's a dream. It's a job now. But I mean, I owe it all to my wife and my daughter. I mean, my wife supports me. She makes sure that she calms me down sometimes when I get revved up about stuff. But I mean, if you guys know Alana, she's just like her dad. So to everybody out there, I'm Dustin. I'm not her dad, because she doesn't want people to think that she just got a free ride. So she'll call me sometimes and she'll be like, yeah, I told such and such that Dustin would be calling. And I'm like, no, I'm dad. And so, like, even in emails, when I'm emailing her stuff about orders or talking, I'm like, dad. And so, it's a funny deal. But I mean, she has enough internal growth about her that she wants to be professional and just not think that she's just working for her dad. She wants to make the company the best it is too. So, I mean, hats off to her, because that's the face that everybody sees every day. That's the voice that they hear on the phone. Julie and I, theoretically it's our company, but we're a family business. And so we're family 100%. And so I couldn't do it without the support of my wife and my daughter and, my sons. My son, both my sons cook, and you guys know Corbin. So, it's just a family thing, and that's what barbecue is. It's just totally family.
I love Ty's in. Ty has something.
Yeah, absolutely. So the thing I wanted to tell Dustin is, like, even before I became involved with the So Smoking Gooder show, before I was really involved with cook-offs, he was still very helpful to things with Tom and Bell. I learned a lot of what I learned about all the mixes from the barbecue store and all the different glazes and stuff. And he's actually helped me personally with our shirts. He's helped us with Got Your Six Culture and Matt Johnson. So we're appreciative of this dude, whether he's promoting, whether he's cooking, whether he's bringing a tent to our Tomball VFW drink and it gets blown away. He didn't even get angry, but that shit was heinous what happened to him that day. That stuff went everywhere, and he was just out there cleaning it up. Is like, Ty, we'll be back. This ain't no big deal.
And then saying on that, that night at Tomball, man, I had four 10 by 10 pop-ups covering all of our stuff, and it ended up on the top of the Tomball VFW. And I think that was pretty much when we called it. We won't be doing pop-ups anymore, because it's just as easy to have an ad out there and say, man, we're going to a cook-off. What do you want? Just bring product box to boxes for people. So, but
the way you do that on social media is beautiful. And then you've since I've come to the show, I mean, you make me feel like a VIP when I walk into your store and buy T-shirts. So I appreciate that very much. So salute to you, sir.
We got you some coming. We got you some more coming. So don't worry about it.
Sweet. That's what I'm talking about.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Ty. More Ty on the show is always great. But Dustin, yeah, you got a lot of testimonials right there. They're coming in. I'm sure Ty will show them on there and we'll read them to you. But man, you've been busy, man. You got lots going on at the barbecue store right there. Here's Renee Sanchez. UPS delivered my order to the wrong house and I needed it for a cook-off that weekend. He delivered what I needed to me at the cook-off. So it's not your first time that you did it, what Eddy had said. Crazy. That's great customer service. But man, you've been we mentioned you're a promoter, right? You've got a lot of events going on as well. You just had the Texas Barbecue Throwdown, benefiting the was that benefiting Texas Chrome as well?
Texas Chrome. Yeah, yep. we had 25 teams in the parking lot weekend of the flood, so we still had 25 or 26 teams. We still was able to donate $3,300 to Texas Chrome and
amazing.
help out Joey and Cassie, and Man, that's what we want to do. That's our major charity we support, Texas Chrome.
And you got a few more coming up at the barbecue store. You got the buckles and badges that's coming up. That's an IBCA event coming up real soon. I think June 14th and 15th.
2 weekends, yeah.
Yep.
Lots of pretty buckles.
And then we got the, of course, one of my favorites was the Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation end of the year wrap at the El Campo Resort in Lagoon, which is going to be coming up in August. That's a great one. Am I forgetting any that you're a big part of right now?
That's all I got this year, man. I'm gonna tell you what, cooking the way we cooked last year, and I'll tell you the short story of it is that last year, May, a full year ago, Julie was cooking Texas Chrome, and we all went out to eat, and we went to a little restaurant, and I actually was sitting beside Bill, and he was talking. We were talking class information just back and forth, and I have a ton of respect for Bill, man. Like, that dude is just a stand up, one of the best out there, and there's a lot of them. I mean, I can't just give it to one, but Bill's one of the ones I hold a lot of heart to, and he's gave me some comments about some of my food sometimes that impressed me the way he tells me about them. And I don't think he's just blowing smoke. I think he's being honest and true because that's who he is. But anyway, that night we were sitting there, and Bill and I was having dinner. A bunch of us were, and we were talking, and I reached over and got on the class, looked, and next thing you know, I told Julius I'm buying this class, and he bought that class, and he looked at me funny. He goes, "Did you just buy a class?" I'm like, "Sure did." And that next week to 2 weeks, Julie and I are at home, and we're doing pretty good. And then all of a sudden, we're cooking the Texas Chrome 6-pack, and I pulled out of it a couple of things I was promoting just because we were actually doing pretty good, and the class taught us a lot of stuff, and I think it just kind of changed our mentality and our focus on what we were doing. But shoot, next thing you know, man, we're in top 3 in pork, we're in the top 3 in chicken, and top 10 in ribs, and man, just a lot of opportunity to do good. So we went on this went on this deal to where Julie and I was like, man, let's just give it a ride and see what it does. And I mean, we rode it all the way through. We took 2 weekends off from basically June to November. I think we took two weekends off, and those 2 weekends were because we were working our county fair, and we had a cruise booked the following weekend to go hang out. And she's like, man, let's move our cruise. I just want to keep on cooking and see what we can do.
Awesome.
So we rolled out through CBA and ended up pretty good, and did pretty good in the points chase. But when you do that, it takes a lot out of you. It's not just the cooking; it's the mental and the physical. It's physical work every weekend. When you're going nonstop like that, it's mental because you want to go, you want to win, and you want to do good. But then you also, when you're out there beating up your buddies trying to win too, and you want them to win, right? So it's a game that we all play. We love it, but at the end of the day, this year we just kind of took a little step back, and we're just cooking the ones we want.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little bit of IBCA, a little CBA, and kind of just bounce around and see what we want to do.
It's not Friday and Saturday. It's Monday through Saturday, and then Sunday you kind of travel home, relax, and then Monday starts all over again. Eddy knows. Eddy, you've been doing this, going hard, man. What do you think about that grind? What does that do to you?
Man, it definitely. Man, it's definitely a lot of work.
Yeah.
Getting, cooking a weekend, and then just, I don't order my meats. I go out and pick all my meats. So Sunday, come home from a cook-off, unload everything, drop the trailer off, and then I'm out, going to buy meats again and prepping and trimming. And it's just a whole week thing, So, yeah, no, it's definitely a lot of work, but I wanted to ask Dustin. So y'all are a team, right? You and your wife,
yes,
y'all are a team.
Yes, sir.
And y'all been a team for a while.
Yeah,
and I know a lot of.
Ooh, look at that!
Oh yeah, that's a nice one. I know a lot of the couples that cook together. Man, sometimes if one can't go, man, it throws the other one off. Is that a situation with you? Like, can you cook by yourself, or can she cook by herself?
Yeah,
without one another?
I mean, we both were cooking before we had each other, right? But and when I say we had each other as one team, right? So this year we cooked the CBA World, and we did fairly well there. We got a third place chicken call there, and a pretty decent rib call, top final table rib call. But I've cooked, I think, 2 CBAs, and she's cooked 2. I've cooked 2 IBCAs. She's cooked 2 CBAs. And she did fairly well at Texas Chrome. She was totally by herself, and just so happened that the 2 IBCAs I cooked, she just had some family functions, and wanted to do some things that were just different. So I went and cooked, and I fared well at both of them. She fared well at Texas Chrome. I just think we're better together, right? Because it's kind of like we're learning. She does the pork and the ribs, and I do the brisket and the chicken. And I don't really get in her way. Like, I test her stuff, and like, man, I think it might need a little more pop, might be a little sweet, whatever. And she's the same way. Like, hey, the brisket's good, and I think maybe add a little salt or whatever it might be. But I think we kind of complement each other, and we really don't try to step on each other's toes. And I think that's probably the best part of it. Like,
Yeah.
she's cooking the two meats, I'm cooking the two meats, but we're complementing each other, with each other's two meats.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. You cooking chicken and brisket? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, well, I'm cooking chicken. I don't know, brisket, I can't ever get it. And I've lost more money on brisket last year than anything in the world.
Man, I didn't want to say, but your brisket cost you a couple grand, huh?
It cost me several grands and lots of grands and dollars too. Yeah.
So it doesn't throw you off if for some reason she can't go. It doesn't bother you.
No, not at all.
Because I know a couple other, couple teams that it's like, man, dude, the guys go crazy without the wife.
Yeah, it affected me. I'm just out of practice. I used to cook on my own all the time, and now that Diane is a big part of what I do and what we do as a team, it throws me off, right? So
well, I'll be honest, I don't want to go cook a bunch of cook-offs without my wife. Like, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
With the toy hauler, it's great because we have all the luxuries of everything there. Like, we don't have a toy hauler like most people have for camping. We have a toy hauler for barbecue, and everything we want, the luxuries of home for us, our dogs, our grandbaby, is in that trailer. So we literally load up fuel, load up food, and we're gone. And we don't have to worry about, man, not having something you don't have, that you don't have the luxury. I didn't put that in the trailer. I forgot this. I didn't do that. It's all there. We have double everything, right? So it's in the trailer. It's ready to go. And it's really just like, I'll tell you, there was a cook-off we did. It was a CBA cook-off. I was in Huntsville at my lake house, and I told her, I said, hey, I'm headed back early. And she's like, okay, well, by the way, can you run by HEB? I said, for what? She goes, I just signed us up for a cook-off. And I'm like, what? And it was like a 3-hour cook-off away. So I got back to the house, got HEB, got the food, got back here, got everything trimmed up. She finished up working at the office. We loaded up. We had a bingo night at our fair that we were already part of. So we went to bingo, did bingo for an hour, and we was like, we're out of here. And we make a 2.5-hour trip up towards Dallas, and did pretty good at that cook-off. But I mean, that's how dedicated and how easy it is. It's just like, man, if you want to go, just load up on a Thursday or Friday and haul ass.
Yep.
I love these
very often.
I love these pit masters are chiming in. Bo Daniel, I can't cook without his son Brody. Rini Gonzalez, our guest last week. Thank you. That was a badass show, by the way. Rini Gonzalez and Marissa. He's like, yeah,
Renee Gonzalez.
He says Rini. I know everybody's like Renee. I know, there it is right there. Sean Trainer, I DQ chicken without my wife. Yeah, so it's a big deal, especially if you're used to having somebody. Like, I used to cook on my own. That's where I started, but now that she's a big part of it, nope, I gotta have her there, because it definitely changes the mentality, the timing, all of it. All right, so let's talk about Dustin. Yep. You're also doing a bunch of, I don't know if it's called co-packing, but you're a big hub for some of the big seasoning teams that we're seeing out there right now. Are you able to talk about that as far as who you're?
Yeah. I mean, most supporting? People know. We're co-shipping. Let's call it that way.
All right, co-shipping. There we go.
So I mean, the mentality behind what we're doing is, our focus is to get our product to our customers as quick as we can, and in most cases, we're blessed enough to have a great relationship with UPS, and our customers get their product next day. I've seen it on social media, and ordered at 2:00 today, got it. Ordered at 2:00 yesterday, got it at 2:00 today. It's just something we strive to. If that order comes in at 4:59, Atlanta's putting it in the box, and it's going on that UPS truck that day. So that's one of our calling cards. And I think in doing that and building the customer relations with customers, and building the growth on our website, building a website that's very functional, and very coherent with what people need to get in order, it's increased our sales in the office. But in doing that, we've allowed the opportunity for some of these bigger guys, Elsie Barbecue, Pinkerton Barbecue, War Pig Barbecue, Texas Oil Dust. We just took on some chicken fry. We co-ship all that product for them. And so what the mentality behind that is those guys can go build their brand, right? So Bills and Phils, those, I mean, just right now, Bills needs to be shipping orders. He's in Tennessee, right? So if he wants to go make barbecue a career, and we're just helping him out with that. And we have a great relationship with those guys. And so what we've been told by those guys are, because we're shipping their product, they're getting their product just as fast as our customers are getting our product. And man, I'm not mad about it, but some people order from LC and they order from us and they get the same product the same day, just in 2 different boxes, right? So it don't really matter how they get it, but I think that our partnership works good enough that these guys can go build their brand and make their brand stronger. And they don't have to worry about, I got to put 2 bottles in a box today and get it out the door, or 3 bottles in this pack. You know what I'm saying? So we're already doing that every day.
Producer Ty's on it, thebarbecuestore.com. That's where you can find all of that information. And it is easy to order. Somebody said it's so easy to order. There it is, Stephen Rozicki. Such an easy website to use. It really is. I mean, you can go and choose what you need, put it in a cart, send it. Alana is going to put it in a box and send it to you. Right.
Yeah. So, I think one of the questions that you had asked me earlier, and I don't want to step away from talking about this, but there's some stuff popping at the barbecue store, and like I tell you, cutting edge, right? So I want to be cutting edge, and so I'm pretty much, all you guys have seen that
it's coming.
We have partnered with the Chop and Block.
It's coming.
It is. We bought a freezer. It's been on our agenda to do, and so we bought a big commercial freezer, and we've been working with John. John's been sponsoring our cook-off for a while, helping us and helping us on the trail with good meats. And John's a good dude. I like him. I like his atmosphere of working with him. So a couple months ago, he came into our place. He picked up some pits, and he took some pits over to, Webster and Victoria, and he's got some drums and he's got some pits over there it's merchandise that he don't have in the store. So he now has that. And in the same conversation, we've got trimmed and untrimmed briskets. We've got prime ribs in there. We've got Bell and Evans birds in there. We got primes and Wagyus. So it's basically just trying to make us a one-stop shop, right? So where you can come in there and get a trim brisket or an untrimmed brisket. If you feel like trimming it out yourself, man, you just come look at what we got in the freezer and take it home with you.
You got untrimmed Wagyus as well?
Untrimmed Wagyus, yep. Got the
Nice.
Rosewoods, and I think it's running Creek Stones and Rosewoods both. We got that. But
yep.
The Bell and Evan birds, man, they've been really good for people that cook chickens. There you go.
Look at Ty. Look at fucking Ty. Good job, Ty. Amazing.
I'm gonna tell you, I texted John in Atlanta last night. That about 8:00 last night. That post from 2:30 yesterday had 80 plus shares, and 200 something likes. And man, that's what it's about. That's when people you got it going on. And so lots of text about, holy shit, you blew the barn door off of it. And at the end of the day, we just want to be the best and that we can be. And we've got a little bit of something else coming. It won't be too long, and you may not be able to make it to the barbecue store. You might be a day late to getting your order and worried about it. There's going to be products at the chopping block. We're fixing to have some of your major items will be sitting at both stores from the barbecue store. And so it's just a great partnership. He's going to have pits. He's going to have rubs. We're going to have meats. What else could you go wrong?
Hey, Ty, if you could star all of the great comments that are people coming in for the barbecue store, we'll hit them up at the very end of this deal, because Dustin deserves it, man. Like I mentioned, hashtag barbecue hustle. This guy is a hustler. This guy is doing what he can to help everybody in the barbecue community, and especially all the mom and pop, like we mentioned, the small business owners that are putting out rubs, sauces, and whatnot. Smoking Magic, I think Bree is in the comments tonight, and she's contacted you. She's going to be hitting you up and meeting with you. She's a big supporter of this show. We'd love to have that product in your store as well. I mean, it's
coming in.
Yeah, she's coming in real soon. So we'll be having some more of that Smoking Magic product in the barbecue store. But man, what a great testimony for all the hard work that you put forward, man, because you guys are killing it. You and your wife also do the We Branded promotions. Let's talk about that for a minute before we do the Rate My Box, because we're going to do that here in just a minute. And I want you to be a part of that if you're willing.
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, Julie owns We Brand It, and she supports your program, and you guys support buying your merch from us and working with you guys. But it's just a little bit. I think it's kind of a turnkey type thing. We can help you with your signs, your banners, your decals for your trailers,
Everything.
all your apparel. Like, I mean, it's just that. So, like, a lot of our customers are customers on both sides, right? So we have customers that buy from us that go to the barbecue store, and we have customers that've been at the barbecue store now buy from us. So it's great. She actually asked her if she wanted on the show, and we came home. We've been working on a backyard, getting our backyard all doozied up for the summer, and so we've been working on a project in the backyard. And we came home, and I was about had a heat stroke. That's why I'm so damn tired. I had to get in the pool and cool off, but it got warm out there this afternoon. So she was out there cleaning up my mess, and she came in and got her a shower, and she's like, "Tell Rob I got my hair up in a towel, and I'm already in my pajamas." So
All right.
she's in
Fair
there
enough.
relaxing. But that's the other part of what we do, and man, we just want to try to help everybody we can and do the best we can, and you know, we've been doing that 22 years. That's how we make our living.
Awesome. Eddy, got anything?
No, man. I'm enjoying listening to all of this. Yeah.
I got a question for Eddy. I do have something, or a question for you guys. So, Eddy, I'm not sure if you ever made it to our store. I know we cook a lot together, and man, I have approached like you, cool dude. I love like you and Josh Hale, those guys always together. It's good conversation, good talk with you guys. But in our store, we have a sample table. Rob, you're familiar with that, right?
Absolutely.
So,
Yep.
Our sample table is the ability for you, the cook, to come in and try. Do you think that's a good idea or a bad idea?
I think that's a good idea. I mean, if I'm gonna buy something that I've never tried before, I'd like to try it before I pay the money for it. So
Right.
absolutely, that's a good idea.
So on that note, everybody pretty much knows our sample table, knows what it is. So we've stepped the bar up one time more. I've worked with Texas Pepper Jelly. I've worked with Smoking Wizard, Daigles. We now have a refrigerated cooler that is squeeze bottles of every sauce, glaze, whatever. And it's already in a refrigerator, and we're working on the decals for it now. But we have tasting spoons. So you can come in and be like, man, I'd just really like to know what Peachy Peach tastes like, right? Is it too hot? Is it too sweet? What does it taste like? Or Smoking Wizard Peach versus Smoking Wizard Peach Habanero, right? So what we think it's going to allow the people to do is it's a refrigerated product. It's going to stay sanitary. They get a squeeze bottle. They put a little bit in a taster spoon, like an ice cream spoon. Man, try it. Out the door you go. You can buy it or not. But it gives you the ability to think before you put something on a meat. Man,
Absolutely.
the habanero may not pair good if I'm using something with chipotle, right? So the mentality behind it is maybe I just want to run peach straight, not peach habanero. So I think that's our next big calling card right there. That's gonna
Are
work
you
really
gonna
well.
Are you gonna give free samples of a whole pack of briskets, or?
I mean, it's a small donation, but I'm sure we can work that out.
Yeah,
I want to
man.
try this brisket before I buy it. So,
Dustin, that sounds awesome. And your sample table is amazing. It's huge. It's double decker. If you guys have never been in there, it's probably what, a 10-foot table.
Yeah, well, you haven't been in there in a while, but it's now been changed because we needed more space for more rubs, and
I was just there a couple weeks ago.
Oh, we took the table out, so
okay, all right.
The table's gone, and we now have it. But we're actually fixing to add 2 more layers to it. Yeah, just so we want to try, let everybody have the rub that they want to try. It's there. That's the main purpose behind it.
Can we have wings to try out? Do you do any like sample cooks demos or whatever? You should do something like that. I don't think I've seen that, right?
Yeah, we've done. So I can't let that cat out of the bag. What the next thing's going to happen?
All right, I'll just be quiet then. I'm sorry.
There's some stuff. There's some stuff in the brews right now. It's going to be. We're going to possibly have some talented entertainment come in and put on some type of classes, possibly some Wednesday or Thursday night gigs, something like that, and teach people how to cook. Cook some different ideas. But I got a pretty good roster going right now of how we're working with that. But
nice.
we do like customer appreciation. We did one in December, man, and it really wasn't about the barbecue store. It was about the barbecue store giving back to all of our people. Man, we put pork sliders and we had giveaways and had a lot of our vendors give us products, and we were giving door baskets. It was right around Christmas time, man. We put on I think a 20% off sale, whatever. I mean, I'm gonna tell you what, it was not about, like I said, not about us. It was about us giving back to y'all. And
Right.
It was the biggest day in store history. Like I was blown away, like how many people came and just hung out, enjoyed, and spent time at the store. But man, not only did they spend time at the store, they spent a bunch of money, and man, that's great day. So,
Eddy, I mean not Eddy, Dustin. I thought you had that swap meet deal. That was a really cool idea. How'd that work out for you guys?
we had a swap meet.
And describe what that was, or explain what that was.
So I got a text from Jamie Roby one night. Said, "Man, you ever thought about doing like a swap meet for all us guys that buy something every other day?" And I'm like, I never thought about it. And so we put it together, and we had about 7 or 8 guys come and brought pits and Cambros and pans that they didn't use anymore, generators, all kinds of stuff, man. And just like a little barbecue swap meet right there in the parking lot. And we did pretty good. Lots of people came, hung out. Most everybody sold a little bit of something, and it's just stuff that you don't need anymore. So, like I personally gifted I bought a generator from Jamie Roby there, and man, talk about coming perfect. It was great this weekend. We had no power here,
No shit, right?
Just an extra generator sitting around.
Awesome. All right. Well, we talked a lot about the barbecue store and everything that's going on with that, which is so much. You got a lot of going on at the barbecue store. We touched on We Branded Promotions. We'd love to have Julie on, talk about all that and what she has going on with there when she's not in the pool, right?
Yeah.
And you got your daughter running the show at the barbecue store. My son helps you out. He's an employee of the barbecue store as well. So we're big time invested in your success, man, and it's awesome. But you guys take a break, and then we're gonna do the bull printing wraps and wrap up recap, the Briscoe Ranch cook off at the Crossroads upcoming event segment, and then we'll do some rate my boxes. All right, Eddy, you still good?
Yes, sir.
Dustin?
Yeah, I'm good. Hey, before we go, just Rob, let me tell everybody, I just wanted to tell each and every one of you that support us, thank you for everything you do that makes us so successful. We could not do it without you. It's a family, and
absolutely
from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate the support and the success that we have gained based off of our people. So thank you so much.
Absolutely, man. I'm proud supporter of the barbecue store for sure, and We Branded Promotions, man. I love you guys. You got a great family. You're supporting my family with my son helping out and being an employee there as well. So again, love you guys, man. This is awesome. So, all right, we're going to take a quick break. Eddy's going to drop down. Dustin's going to drop down. And then we'll do some upcoming event segment and the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap. Don't go anywhere because we're going to hear Dustin's Mount Rushmore and his barbecue homies. And we got a lot going on. All right, let's play some music, Ty. Let's get it going real quick. All right, here we go. Champions Barbecue Alliance last weekend, Knights of Columbus 3207 grand champion with Robert Michelle. First time to say this name. Very proud to say this name. From Who Cares Cookers. That was his very first grand champion. Do we got any clapping music? Do we got some oohs and ahs? Play something there, Ty. But congratulations, Robert Michelle from Who Cares Cookers. There it was. The RGC was Tim White from Bearded Barbecue. And over in the Jordanton Volunteer Fire Department State Championship, the grand champion was Uwe Braun, my favorite German barbecue pit master from Beer Belly's Barbecue. All right, and the RGC... And the RGC was Raul Gonzalez from RG3 Barbecue. All right. Over in the IBCA last weekend, 13th annual Toledo Creek Barbecue. Grand champion was Zach Smith from Meat Locker Misfits. The RGC was James Brooks from Boss Barbecue. 8th annual Austin Matura Cook-Off. Grand champion was Matt Casper. I think he was watching earlier. Rap Sack Barbecue. RGC, Ira Green from Fly and G Barbecue.
I'm Ira Green from Kingsbury, Texas with Fly and G Barbecue. You're watching live on the Smoking Gooder Show. So Smoking Gooder Show. I fucked that all up. Ira Green with Flying G Barbecue from Kingsbury, Texas. Watching live. Ira Green with Flying G Barbecue from Kingsbury, Texas. And you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
All right, congratulations, Ira Green and the Crosby County. Not here in Houston area. This was in West Texas. Crosby County Farm Bureau Cook-Off. Grand champion was Michael Narvaez from Fat Monkey Barbecue. The RGC Peter Harrison Lazy Bones Barbecue. And in Floresville, the Floresville Cacahuate Cook-Off. Grand champion Tony Longoria from Los 239 Grillers. The RGC was Ben Acevedo from Boss Barbecue. All right, and over in the Outlaw, nothing. They had a couple of postponed events. And in Lone Star, the Santa Ana World Champion Bison Cook-Off. Grand champion was Bobby Haggerton. RGC, how about Mr. Aaron Leslie from Texas Oil Dust?
Well, hello there. How you doing? I'm Aaron Leslie with Texas Oil Dust, and today you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
Yes, absolutely. And I think we got one more slide. Nope. Did we get a KCBS one? No, maybe I didn't include it. Sorry. My bad. All right, so let's go to the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads upcoming events segment. This weekend in the Champions Barbecue Alliance, there's only one. It's a big one. It's a state championship. It's the Cooking Up a Cure State Championship in New Braunfels, Texas. If you guys are cooking CBAs, this is the only one you can get right now. So go over to New Braunfels and cook that one. All right, over in the IBCA, we've got three. We got the 100th annual Border Patrol. It's the 100th birthday of the Border Patrol Birthday Bash in Eagle Pass, Texas. That is a state championship. In Victoria, Texas, we got the Memorial Day Bash Cook-Off. And in Pearland, we got the Pearland Volunteer Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 7109 Memorial Day Cook-Off in Pearland, Texas. Pearland is a state championship. Eagle Pass is also a state championship. All right, next slide. We got an Outlaw. Case. Pew, 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 pew. There. We got the Cody Dragoo Memorial Barbecue Cook-Off. That is in West Texas. That is a state championship. And in Lone Star, we've got two. We got the Southern Smoke in Sip Cook-Off in Elotes, Texas. And we got the Gustine Homecoming in Gustine, Texas. I think we got one more slide over in the KCBS. You know, we've been talking about it all night with our co-host, Eddy Morales. We got the KCBS World Invitational in Lebanon, Tennessee. There's a lot more in the KCBS, but too many to mention. All right, let's close that out. And then ChickN Bark. We got one ChickN Bark, and I'm going to go kick the tires while Ty plays this ChickN Bark, and then we'll come back with Eddy Morales and Mr. Dustin Stanley. Here we go. Y'all stick around.
All right, we are back with another edition of Truth Masters with Texas Pitmasters. And today we have none other than the legendary
Arnie Tex,
Where are you from?
McAllen, Texas.
And fun fact, I've been lying to people for a decade saying he's from Seguin, but he's not.
No.
That was my mistake.
I just lied too. I'm from Edinburgh.
All right, ready to play?
Let's go.
All right, Truth Masters. What is a guilty pleasure?
Choco flan.
Explain for the non-choco flan folks what choco flan is.
Choco flan is like a chocolate cake with a flan on top, and it's amazing. Fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Celebrity crush.
Boy or girl? Well, I mean, you know, we all have heroes, right?
Hey, it don't matter.
Heroes.
There is no wrong answer on Truth Masters.
James Bond?
Bond. James Bond.
I like James Bond.
Okay,
Yeah.
James Bond. All right, I dig it.
He's one of my favorites. I don't care which one of them it was. All the James Bond movies are badass.
So that would have been Sean Connery then, right?
He was the best.
I have no objections.
All right. Worst barbecue injury you've ever had?
Chopping off the tip of my finger.
Did you get it back?
Yep, I did. It was hanging on by the skin. Look, you can see it right there.
They sewed it back.
Yeah.
What is the worst or the weirdest thing you've ever eaten at a barbecue competition?
I'm gonna say one time I just remember it was this one brisket that was just like really horrible. I mean, it was bad.
Undercooked or overcooked?
It was cooked. It just the flavor was stupid, ugly.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as stupid does.
And it got first place. I ain't lying. It didn't taste like brisket at all.
What is one of your pet peeves around the kitchen?
I like a nice, organized kitchen, so I like everything clean, you know. And I'm a messy cook, but my wife helps me keep it clean. So
it's a perfect segue into the next question. Who is a messier person? And his wife is standing right there.
Definitely.
Her or you?
No, definitely me. Definitely. I'm a messy cook. I'm a very messy cook.
All right, good.
I'm bad.
What is your favorite cereal?
Captain Crunch.
What is her favorite cereal?
Cornflakes.
With sugar?
No sugar.
Real Mexicans add sugar. All right. All right.
I thought they used piloncillo.
Piloncillo, yeah. Or goat's milk.
There
right?
you go.
All right. Hit me with some random knowledge. Go.
Ain't no right way, wrong way to cook.
That's some advice right there. Here you go. Hit me with the first movie quote that comes to your mind.
I'll be back.
Yes.
I'll be back.
Let's say, okay, rapid fire. We call that this or that. G.I. Joe or He-Man?
Oh, G.I. Joe all day.
Mountains or beach?
Mountains.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Noise or silence?
I like quiet.
Chevy or Ford?
Chevy, baby, but I drive a Ford. No, I drive both. I have a Chevy Tahoe and a Ford truck. But it's only because the Ford was 10 grand cheaper.
Superman or Batman?
I like Superman.
Oh, this one's gonna hurt you. Tortillas or bread?
A huevo tortillas.
Okay, salty or sweet?
Salty.
Menudo or tortilla soup?
Menudo.
Samsung or iPhone?
The iPhone.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke all day.
McDonald's or Wendy's?
Neither. I would have to go with Wendy's.
Okay, most important question. 1990s TV shows. Pamela Anderson on Baywatch or Kelly Kapowski, Saved by the Bell?
Oh, Pamela all day.
Pamela all day. Thank you for playing, man.
I have no objections.
All right. Does Arnie even know who Kelly Kapowski is?
Sure does.
You think so?
I think so.
Arnie's probably younger than I am. He might be. You never know. I don't think so. What is going on with this button, man? Hold on. Sorry, man. Didn't mean to.
Did you get my text message?
Yes.
So my phone's on 2%. I don't have a charger out here.
Oh shit!
So, if I cut off,
when Eddy cuts off, he gone. But before we let you go, or before your phone lets you go, what'd you think of the show with Dustin so far?
That was good. It's good to hear, the come up and how he got started and where he's at now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people can take something from that, just keep on grinding. Don't give up,
Absolutely. Hashtag.
If you have a vision, man, keep going.
I think it said hashtag. There we go. All right, let's bring him back on real quick. Dustin Stanley. And while Eddy's here, before his phone says I'm out, Dustin, we talked about barbecue, Mount Rushmore. You know about all this, right? And the barbecue homies. Let's talk about it. People on your Mount Rushmore, people, you're a big supporter. You're a sponsor of the show. You watch this show. You know what we're talking about. People that support you, helped you out, did all that. But I wanted to hear this before. Now that I know that Eddy's going to be gone in a couple minutes, but let's hear it, man. What you got?
So Mount Rushmore. I mean, it's going to start with Moke-san. That's my passion drive for barbecue a long time ago. I got to go on the set of Smoked with Robert, and I met Moke-san and Byron Nixon, and that was a pretty cool day. So that's one. I'm going to bounce into Robert Smith, First Class Barbecue, LC Barbecue, Philip Breeden, Bill Purvis, Chicken Fried Barbecue, and
nope, that's it. You got four.
That's four.
You got one in the gift shop. So who's in the gift shop?
Man, you know the thing is it? I'm gonna say it is every one of my pro staff and my supporters that support us. Every one of those guys that's who they are. Because without them, we're not who we are.
Eddie, are we allowing this?
No.
Nope. Who's in the pro shop? Who's the gift shop? Sorry, not the pro.
Gift shop.
Who's in the gift shop?
They're in the pro shop. We just need a gift
they're
shop.
already in the pro shop. You already know. You already called them pro staff. But who's in the gift shop, man? Who almost made it on the Mount Rushmore but didn't?
There ain't no almost. You just need more Mount Rushmores. But I'm gonna go for one of the dudes that I have a ton of respect for, Josh Hill.
Oh, nice.
Go, bestie.
Josh Hale's in the gift shop. I love it. That's a good Mount Rushmore. Moke-san, Robert Smith, Phil Breeden, Bill Purvis. Josh Hale's in the gift shop. That's a good gift shop. All right. Let's go barbecue homie. You know about barbecue homie. People, do you want to?
There's only one. That's my wife, Julie.
We can't allow that. We know we already know Julie is your barbecue homie.
That's my homie.
We can't allow it. Sorry.
I don't have any others.
We have rules. We have rules. Come on, Dustin. Who's your barbecue homie? Somebody that you and Julie want to sit up next to, hang out with, be at a cook-off with.
I don't know. I mean, you got it. You think I'd know this, right?
We know you know this.
That put me on the spot.
That's what we do.
That's the whole point.
I'll tell you. Okay. All right. The person I'd want to set up next to nonstop, Danny Reagan.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Danny
shit.
Reagan.
Utmost respect for Danny Reagan.
Awesome.
Man, both
Danny.
the homies got mentioned.
So we share the same barbecue homie. Is that what you're saying?
I'm guessing so.
All right.
Oh, shit. Fighting words.
Danny been cheating on me. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I mean, would you choose somebody else other than Danny Reagan?
He's my barbecue homie. No, I've already put him on. He's
Would
out
you choose
there.
somebody else other than Josh Hill?
Hell no.
So, I mean, I may not have the same relationship you guys got, but I got a lot of respect for those dudes.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome, man. That's all right. So Danny Reagan is another barbecue homie. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So while he's still here, let's play some. How many boxes have we got, Ty?
We got a bunch. We got about 14. We'll probably get to about 12 of them.
Yeah, I don't know if we get 14. We're going to try and wrap this up in the next 20 minutes or so. We're going to keep it at almost 2 hours. I know we had a different kind of format with Eddy being live in Lebanon, but we'll go. All right, let's go. First one. Oh, okay.
Poker face, Rob.
Sorry. This is definitely a CBA box. All right, Gooder Gang, y'all know what to do. 10 is excellent. 9 is very good. 8 is fair. And 7s are personal and poor. There we go, Ty. There we go. All right, Gooder Gang, do your thing. First ones are coming in. Brandon Pyramid with a 10. Zach with a 10. Samantha, 10. 10. 10. All right, everybody. All right, this is the consensus. Pete, what's up, Peter? With a 10. Dustin, since you're first time, I'm going to let you do the honors. What you thinking, bro?
That's a 10 all day.
What do you like about it?
I just like the way they laid it out, the appearance, the color. Looks like they've put a little thought into how they want to make presentation eats.
All right. Eddie, what you thinking, bro?
All right. Probably going to hurt somebody's feeling.
Oh, gosh. Here we go.
I don't like that I can't give it a 9. So it's a 10 for me.
All right. I want to put this on the top of my Christmas tree in December. This is definitely a 10. That looks
10.
like the North Star right there. Let's go. 10 all
beautiful.
day long. Whoever's box this is, I would love for you to claim it. If you're watching, I would love for you to claim it. All right, next box, Mr. Ty. Here's what I love about right now. All the boxers are being sent to Ty. I've not seen these boxes, so these are true reactions from myself. All right, I'll be quiet now. All right, Gooder Gang, here we go. 8, 9, 8, 8. People are not loving this box. Eddie, I'll let you do the honors first. A lot of 8s in this. From the Gooder Gang here. You going 8? Why?
Wingtip and part of the wing a little too dark for me, and I don't want the backbone. I want the breast in the front.
I'll go next. Dustin, you'll be last here. I want to see breast forward. I don't care about the wingtip. Obviously, you guys know that I prefer no wingtip, but I like that I like the darkness of the wingtip. That just tells me it's done. I do not like the layout of the wings, and they're too sauced compared to the chicken. So, yeah, 8 for me as well. Dustin?
I'm same page. I don't like not seeing the breast, and I don't like a wingtip. So it's going to be an 8.
So you are team no wingtip? Is that what I'm hearing?
You know it. I have been for a while.
Where'd you get that tip, Dustin?
I can't tell you. I hired some kid.
Where'd you get that?
You hired some kid. You hired some kid for that tip. All right, let's go. Next box, please. This is either IBCA or a CBA box. My producer Ty made a good comment. Hey, if you're at a cook-off, right? And you're potentially gonna show the box on the So Smoking Gooder show for the Rate My Box. Can we take your picture looking down with the tabs forward, like you're gonna present it to a judge, and take that picture, please? So just for future reference. Ty, you got any comments on that, bub?
Yeah, it makes it easier when you send me the picture, especially don't cut off any of the food in your picture. Try to pull back out and make it a good enough picture, and then I'll make it look good in the box. But let's just make sure they're coming straight from the front, because I want like the most honest, critique we can get of these. So I want the best pictures for the people that are going to be judging them and the guests. So yeah, please, if you can, Gooder Gang, I appreciate it.
There you go. Producer Ty has spoken. 9, 9, 9, 8, 10. Pete might be Pete's box. 9. All right, I'll take the lead because I haven't taken the lead first yet on this one. There, I don't like this box. I'm going to give it a 8. I don't like the pull up on the front of that box. I mean, I would if it's going to pull up on the front, I would have twisted it so that I cannot see that. I don't see a lot of seasoning in this thing either. It's an 8 for me. Dustin, you're next.
I'm gonna give it an 8. 1 wingtip. Personally, I'm a straight kind of guy, and it looks like the sauce is just not level. It looks like it's really thick and glazed on without any extra seasoning, so you can see some pop in it, in my opinion.
Eddie?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that one. It's an 8, and I don't like the sauce. I don't care for. I mean, I'm wingtip, but yeah, I don't like the sauce. I don't care about the pullback. I mean, it's gonna happen. But like you said, you can put that breast to the top left of the box, put that leg down to the bottom right, and you still have the breast forward, but you don't see that pullback.
All right, let's pull that down. Don't put another one up yet, Ty, because put us all on the screen because we got a what's up, brother. What's up, brother? Come on, Dustin, show him there it is. All three of us. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Somebody clip that. All right. The next box, you can put us back on the side there, Ty. You can put us next. Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. Next box is coming up. Ooh. All right, poker face. Sorry, poker face.
What's that, brother?
All right, we're starting to get some pork boxes coming in at 10. 10, 9, smoking hot box. I'm going to let Eddie go first.
7.
On this box.
I'm going to go 7.
7 are personal, bro.
That's a 10, bro. That's a 10.
That's a 10. All right. Dustin?
That's badass.
Yeah, it's a 10 for sure. It's a good looking box.
Man, I'm going to be, I don't know, controversial here. I'm going to go 9. I don't like, again, 10's a perfect score, right? I'm going to go 9. I would like, it looks dry. It looks dry to me. Like, I expect that to be dry. That's my deal. So I'm going to give that a 9 just on appearance only. I would like to see the Pitmaster paint a little more, make it saucy, make it shiny on the actual meat part. The top of it, the where the sauce is saucy and it's shiny, but I want to see more sauce on the meat. Sorry. All right, next box. The Gooder Gang has not chimed in yet. All right, here we go. Here they come. They're coming. They are coming. All right, lots going on here. Dustin, you get the honors.
That's a 7. I mean, I can't tell from my phone, but is that the knuckles forward and the bones back?
Yes.
I mean, they're dark. They're heavy glazed and no presentation of bone pull. So 7 for me.
Eddie?
I'm gonna go 8. I like, man, they're pretty even. I like that. They're pretty symmetrical, but I don't like the way they set it up. And I don't mind the knuckle in the front, but I'd like to have the bottom row in the back and then the top row in the front kind of going down into the front of the box. And yeah, it's a little too dark. Sauce it's a little too saucy. It doesn't look set.
I'll go 8 as well. I don't mind the sauce. It looks, honestly, I can tell it's the lighting that I think that is affecting this appearance right here. But I do not like the fact that the top 3 are not, they're to the left, right? They're not centered. So I'm going to give that an 8 as well. And I'm with Dustin, though. I would like to see the bones flipped, the top rack. I want to see bones. I don't want to see that. So, all right, here we go. Next, please. Okay. Yeah, this is I mean, we got a hand in this box. I mean, what are we doing here, people?
It's probably first place.
I mean, probably. This is the first hand in the Rate My Box segment. of this deal. All right, Dustin, let's go.
Man, I'm gonna be tough with this. It's a 7 for me.
Be tough, bro. This is what we're doing here.
It's a 7 for me. I mean, honestly, I don't know how much time y'all spend on foil, but I probably spend more time on making foil perfect than I do presentation in the ribs in the box. You know, I mean, I want them uniform, but foil's all over the place. The bones are cut crooked. They're unstacked, and it's just 7 for me.
I'm gonna agree with you. I don't give many 7s, but this one is a 7 for me.
Yeah, that's a 6 for me.
Oh, we don't even do 6s on the show.
Sorry,
All
whoever's
right,
box
enough
this
said.
is.
Okay, here we go. I'll be quiet.
My phone's already lagging.
All right, Gooder Gang, do your thing on this chicken. And before Eddy cuts out, I want to hear his opinion on this guy. Real quick. Oh, stop.
Oh, 7.
All right, so 10 is a perfect score. Nobody's given this chicken a 10 yet.
I'm going
We got
8.
a bunch of 9, 9, 9s, 8, 9, 8, 9. 8 doesn't look appealing. 8. All right, Eddy, what you got?
Yeah, it's an 8. It's an 8 for me.
I mean, look at those marks. Look at those marks.
I can see
bro.
why they probably thought that this was a beautiful box, but man, I don't like it. I just don't. I mean, I can't even tell you what I don't like about it. I just don't like it as soon as I saw it.
Dustin, you can go last, man. But go ahead, Eddy. One more.
I've seen I've seen a lot of people talk about how they get comments saying that the grill marks look fake, like they were drawn on. This shit looks fake. Like now I see why a judge would say something like that. It looks like they took a Sharpie and drew it on there. And I mean, I'm sure it scored very well, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I would love to see if anyone wants to claim this, please do. All right, I'm gonna give it an 8 as well. I don't like. All right, Eddy's gone. I think he's gone. I think I don't like the jumbledness of this thing. But what Eddy said was like as soon as I saw it, it did not scream 10. So I'm giving it an 8. Dustin, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm 8. I think it's too much in a box. I think sometimes people they want more. They think it needs more, and I think it could have probably scored better with just a half bird in there, in my opinion.
All right.
Not too sure what's going on with that long wing. They stretched that wing out. It's not even it's cocked. It's like laid straight.
They pinned that back.
That's crazy.
All right, let's go. My boy Ty. What we got? Oh shit. Okay. This is different.
Didn't say what needed to be in the box.
I was going to tell you that last chicken. I know whose it is. I'm not going to say whose it is, but I actually thought everyone was going to love it. But I don't like the big marker prints, but I thought everyone would love that. So it was interesting to see the response.
Yeah, it looks like we talk about stripes, right? Sharpie markers. We don't want to see Sharpie markers. All right, let's go. We're doing dessert here. Oh, my boy Brian wants to have 11, 10. All right, obviously we got a dessert here. I'll go first. I'll give this a 9 out of 10. Now, I want to eat the crap out of this thing, but I've seen better layouts on the pecans. So I've seen, you see where that middle ones are going straight up and kind of making a Y at the end of these things. I've seen to where people that are dessert masters will completely do 2 rows at least of pecan. So a 9 for me. Dustin, what do you think?
I just think I'd have to give it a 10 just because it's a good looking dessert. I mean, it's hard to pick it apart. You could go to it, but I mean, at that point, I want dessert, so it's good. 10.
All right, there it is. Next box. Dustin, here's a question that we always ask on the show, and we always love to have different pit masters, which you are. What do you think of the fat on the bottom of the brisket?
It's not for me, but I've seen many plates win it that have it. So,
what do you mean by it's not for me? You won't eat that personally, or you don't? Well, you won't put that in a box personally.
No, to me, it's the best part of the brisket, right? So, for me personally, but I don't like the look of it. So, I am big on trying to make my boxes look like they're winning a beauty pageant, and so I just don't think it's appealing to the eye when you see that first.
All right, here we go. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10 from the dude. We got my eyes go to that front, the fat on the right. All right, there's a world champion checking in right now, Fred Rhodes. Yeah, a little too much there. Dustin, you already kind of said what you think. I'll go next. Man, too much on the bottom there.
Yeah.
Now, for me personally, down with it. Eat it. In fact, I want it. But as far as barbecue, competition barbecue, and what Fred said, yeah, that is all fat on the bottom. That's not going to be a good bite at all. That's not going to be a good bite at all. So I would cut all of that off for sure. All right, next box, Mr. Ty. Got a support box. All right, we'll let the Gooder gang chime in before we go. Dustin. Eight, 9, Samantha. 8. Couple more, and I'll let Dustin go. Now we got a 9 and 8. Dustin, what you thinking here?
It's 8. Too much in a box. No uniformity. They ran a row of money muscle chunks, half a row of money muscle, and just chunks all around. Too much.
All right, so I see the playing tricks in my mind. Yeah, what is the left side? What's on the outer side of that left side? Is that more like, is that chunks
just
or
chunks.
something?
That's just chunks.
All right, yeah, I'm actually going to go 7. I'm not going to be critical of the cook, but the whole right side, if you could duplicate the right side on the left side, you have something.
Yeah, for sure.
But you put chunks in the bottom and you put it on the side there, not working. If you could duplicate what you had on the right side and on the left side, you got something. You got a good box there. What this is, sorry, it's not working for me. 7 for me. All right, next box, please.
That's it.
Oh, that's it. All right, there we go. Ty, come in here, my man.
Hey, what's up?
All right, Ty. Thank you for being what you do. The best producer in the fake barbecue internets. But what do you think about what Dustin said
I'm in
today?
the top. I think I'm in the top 2 that I know. It's
Who's
either
the other
me,
one?
producer from the Chicken Fried Show.
I know. I love Wes. Wes is a great one too, as well.
Producer Wes is. We're the top 2 in the game.
Absolutely. All right, man. So, what do you think about our guest tonight, Mr. Dustin Stanley, while he's there listening to you?
I mean, I didn't make it any secret that I have a pretty high opinion of Dustin, and every dealing that I've had with him, with the myriad of things that he's involved with and the myriad of things I've involved with, every interaction I've ever had with him has been beneficial for both of us. So, I mean,
Right.
it's been great. I mean, when you told me today that he was coming on, I was excited because I knew we were probably going to plug the barbecue show or the barbecue store. And I knew that that means I'm probably going to end up having to go out there because he's going to say something that I want to try. So appreciate you, man.
Man, thank you. Much respect, Ty.
Yes, sir.
And I love the the table you already had the sample table of rubs, but now you got a sample table coming with sauces. Really cool, man.
Yeah, it's there. It's ready for you guys to come try.
Awesome.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right, Dustin. Well, before we let you go, man, anybody you want to give a shout out to? I know you probably maybe have a couple. I have no idea.
Man, just for my people, people from the barbecue store, the friends, the family, the customers. Thank you. Personally, for me at home, my family that rides this crazy ride with me. Most people don't know I run 65 to 80 hours a week every week, and I've got a support staff. So thank you to my family and my people. My sponsors: B&B Charcoal, Huntsaker Smokers, the barbecue store we brand it, Schmidt Industrial, new sponsor finishes coming on here in a couple weeks. That's about it. Again, just thank you for each and every one of you for making us successful.
Awesome, bro.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm happy to support you, man. This is a long time partnership with us as well, and I'm excited to continue that, hopefully. So I love you, man. Love your family. Julie as well. And so we'd love to have her on talking about We Brand It here real soon, man.
Maybe you can get her on one night for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Dustin. Well, thank you very much, man. We're going to close this show out with me and Ty, but you're awesome. And if you guys don't know about the barbecue store in Hempstead, you should know. And that's where you go, hashtag where you go to win. And that is where you go to order, man. And it's awesome. You order it one day, you get it the next day. Shout out to the family, Elena, and everybody involved with the barbecue store in Hempstead.
Thanks, you guys. Love you all, and smoke on.
All right. There he was,
All right,
Dustin
take it easy, bro.
Stanley from the barbecue store in Hempstead. Ty, pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I like that guy. Like, really, every interaction I've ever had with him has been fun.
He's supportive of small businesses. He's a small business, like we talked about that, man. But he's also supportive of everybody that's out there trying to make a name for themselves, in the rub and sauce game, man. So shout out to Dustin, Julie, Elena, everybody involved with the barbecue store in Hempstead, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, great show. Lots of comments tonight. Everybody was singing praises for Dustin. So shout out to the Gooder Gang for getting involved. Be sure and subscribe, like, and share. And then make sure you bring some more dialogue to the conversation. It's always good to hear your opinion. So peace. I'll talk to y'all next week.
Yeah, like I say, more of Ty is great. More of the Gooder Gang is also great. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. It is May 22nd already towards the end of the year. Thank you very much for tuning into the show. We'll see you next week with another great guest and our co-host, Mr. Eddy Morales. All right, for producer Ty, my name is Rob Rocha. Thank you very much for watching the show. We'll see you next week on the So Smoking Gooder Show. Case, close us out, please.
Good night to all of you wonderful people in Barbecue Nation. You too, California.